I do want to. I am trying to. I mean, I guess I was mentioning this to you before.
Yeah.
So in 2016, I stopped my full-time job.
Yeah.
At an agency,
Mm-hmm.
and and I decided to go back to filmmaking. That's my background. And I went to New York, wrote, shot, produced, a film.
Yeah.
And that was my goal, to go there just to do it and then come back.
Right.
And to do two things. One is to make sure that I do love filmmaking.
Yeah.
And two is make sure that I can do it.
Right.
Do I have the ability?
Yeah. You want to test yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in so long.
Yeah.
So I did it. I came back and I had no idea of going into the commercial industry. I had not had that plan at all. And I was kind of like wet behind the ears. I was like, I'm going to just like work on my script and, make a film, and not thinking about paying the bills or anything like that. Right. It's not like I had a lot saved up.
Yeah. That's a benefit though. Like sometimes if you don't think about all these possible problems you can incur, right, these things might hold you back.
Yeah. So, I mean, I totally agree. And back then, I was just a lot more focused on just doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah, buddy.
And not caring about... And plus, my wife was supportive. And she's like, just do what you got to do.
That must be nice to have that rock. And Howie, like, this is one thing that I'm so fascinated with. We've discussed it on the podcast before. But, like, I'm incredibly fascinated with that, like, little fucking, let's call it area between thought and action. Mm-hmm. Right? And, I guess you took that twice. You took that once before you went to New York. Like, I'm sure at one point you had a thought. But then it was another thing for you to take that into action, right? So when Justin out here asked him this, I was like, what was that difference between, hey, I want to start a podcast, and then actually, okay, what equipment do I, and how do you define that? Some people don't define that until you actually hit record. Mm-hmm. Some people don't define that until you hit publish, right? So like when you're working at an agency and you're like, this is not what I wanted to do, I guess. And when was the thought of, hey, I want to maybe go to New York and do my own short? And then when did you actually, I guess, take action on that?
Well, I think it was a build-up, right? So,
and were there any tipping points that affected that?
Yeah, I think so. So, it was building up. Basically, what would happen was pre-2016, 2015, I would have a really bad insomnia, right? And so I would be lacking a lot of sleep because I couldn't fall asleep.
That's not good, man.
And the insomnia was triggered from anxiety.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm kidding.
I wanted to look
natural
for it.
drugs. Natural drugs. Yeah, things you can't get.
Story.
Yeah. LSD.
Yeah.